Hey, this is Alex from the Good Old Boys Fantasy Football Podcast. To see more videos like this from the Good Old Boys, hit subscribe and support this independent podcast.
The way that we were drafting on this, it was a 14 round draft on this. Single QB, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex, 1 kicker, 1 defense, special team. So a pretty standardized league for a starting roster, and then a few bench spots on top of that one there as well. So pretty standardized draft, right? We tried to make it as close as we could to what most folks are going to see and going to encounter in their in the draft room that night. And we based all of this stuff off of a half-point PPR scoring, right? And part of the reason we do half-point PPR scoring is, one, we base all of our rankings off of a half-point PPR, and two, it kind of lands right in the middle, in between the standard scoring and full-point PPR scoring, and you can kind of adjust back and forth and really see how some of that would shift and look and work based on your league there. But this will give you kind of the middle ground, and you can adjust as you need if you're a full PPR or a standard scoring league there. This one may have been my favorite draft that I put together on all of these. So with the 109, Cooper Kupp fell to me. Took that one, followed it up with Garrett Wilson in the second. So starting that off with two guys that I very much see finishing wide receiver 1 type of thing here. So starting that off with a very, very solid mix there. Then went Joe Mixon, a guy that in the 3rd round RB, could still, is a guy that could be in there, back end RB1, top end RB2 type of thing. Really like that start. Keenan Allen was there, went ahead and said, yes, please. So I've got kind of a Mr. Consistency there for a 3rd wide receiver flex type of position. Then James Conner, Javonte Williams. Absolutely love the fact that James Conner, I think that he'll get a lot of workhorse type of work out there. And Arizona is definitely a volume play. Javonte Williams looking really good coming back there. So Javonte is my 3rd RB. Felt very good about that one. Evan Ingram hanging out there. Said, all right, let's go ahead and change things up there. Went Evan Ingram, Tua, and then Elijah Moore for some upside type of wide receiver work there. Tyler Algier, again, I think will do some pretty good things out there and probably still get somewhere around 180 to 200 opportunities. Not bad for an RB that you're taking in the 10th round. Romeo Doubs in the 11th. Absolutely love this pick. Took Kenneth Gainwell. Again, lots of good reports coming out of Kenneth Gainwell that he may get a whole lot of 1st and 2nd down work, and then took kicker defense in the 13th, 14th round there. But overall, this was the draft when I got done. I said I feel like this was my best one, and I was very happy about how this one turned out.
Yeah, I like this one. I think you have a ton of flexibility, whether it's RB2 or your flex spot in general. You have some upside plays there, some guys that are absolutely worth rostering, and you might as well have them on yours because you can afford Tyler Algier and Romeo Doubs because of the strength that you built up there in the first 6 rounds. You're not overly worried about it if it doesn't happen to pan out, because you still have an Elijah Moore, who we know will see a lot of targets in Cleveland as well. So I like this draft a lot.